quite nice as usual. Okay, so welcome back once again to Kenny's Healthy Cooking with the Saladmaster. Alright, what I'm sharing with you now, it's my vegan egusi soup. I'm going to make egusi soup today in Saladmaster, the Saladmaster way, with no oil, but in addition, because I'm prepared this with no animal products, so there's going to be no fish, no meat, no crayfish, so it's all pure plant-based egusi soup. So that's the vegan egusi soup. So what do I have for my ingredients? I've got 2 cups of egusi in there already grinded. So egusi, that's the melon seed. I've got 3 medium-sized onions. I've got some bell pepper, red, orange, and yellow bell pepper. I've got cube. I'll be using 1 cube, which is the vegan one. I've got some carrots in there as well, so that's the cube. Okay. I've got some native spices as well, because even though it's vegan, I just wanted it all same flavor, but the vegan style. So I've got locust beans here, which is like ogiri. I've got oziza seed. I've got some native spices as well, already blended in there. And obviously my meat for today is going to be the mushroom. So I've got the mushroom in here, which is going to be the meat for this recipe. And I'm going to prepare all this using the Saladmaster 3 quarts. So I'm going to use the Saladmaster 3 quarts to prepare all this. Right, so once again, there they are, and let's get cooking. Right, so I'm just going to start the soup now by cooking my mushroom. I'm just going to warm it. I've used different types of mushroom in there, so I'm just going to prepare this one. Just steam it a little bit with no water. I'm going to add half a cube of the cube which I showed you before, just half of it, just like there. Okay, and then I'm going to add one of the smallest onions to this. Just chop it up and put it in there, and then put the lid on with no water. Right, so I've added the onions and the cube, so that's the vegan cube. So now just put the lid on and cook it on medium heat, and wait for the valve to click. Once the valve begins to click, then we put it down to low and we can cook the rest. So while the mushroom is cooking in there, I'm just going to start the blending while it's cooking. So in here, the native spices, I'm just gonna dump them all in here. The bell peppers, put them as well in the blender. I'm using carrots because a few people might be surprised. Carrots in egusi soup, yes. Number 1, to give me the color, and then also to replace the crayfish, which I'm not using, just to give it a bit more sweet taste. That's why I'm using them carrots. Okay, right, so I've got the red bell pepper as well. I've used orange bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and red bell pepper. Okay, I'm just dunk it there, and the onions, just dunking all of them in there, and then we can blend them. Right, so like we can see now, it's beginning to click, so I'm just going to turn it down to low. Remember, it's the mushroom that I'm just seasoning a little bit in here. So now it's clicking, turn it down to low. Meanwhile, I've got them all blended, so I'm getting ready to. So that's it all blended in here. My red bell pepper, the 3 of them, orange, yellow, and red. Okay, and the carrot, the spices, but no crayfish. Remember, it's all about vegan. So I'm just going to pour it in the mushroom. So now I'm just going to give it look at that. So that's my meat for the vegan egusi soup. Remember, I'm steaming it with no like I said, I've used various types of mushroom, but them one with the black end and the brown one and even the white one. Okay, so that's them all in here. I hope it doesn't make my egusi turn black. But anyway, I like the taste of that mushroom as well. That's why I've used it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is just to add the blended stuff in there, just like that. Look at that. Okay, now put the lid on. Once it boils a little bit, then I'm gonna throw my grinded melon seed. That's it. Right, so also remember to put the other remaining half cube. Okay, remember we used half of it to season the mushroom, and now I've just put the remaining half. So just give it a stir. Once the valve begins to click, then we add the egusi There we go, and wait for those valves to click. Remember, no cooking on high heat, but medium, click low. Right, we can see now the valve is beginning to click once again, so I'm just going to turn this down to low. Meanwhile, that's there. Remember, we're cooking at medium heat, so I'm just going to give it a stir and then add the egusi in here. So that's our vegan egusi soup in the making. Yeah, there we go. So now we're just going to add the 2 cups of egusi right there. Meanwhile, you can also do the other type of egusi whereby you have it a little bit mixed up with some seasoning. It's called Yaburakwe egusi. You can check in my previous video to see how you do that one. But this one is just the normal simple one, and because it's vegan, I just wanted it as fast and as simple as I can. Okay, so now give it a proper stir, put the lid on and wait for the valve to click. So I'm just still stirring it. Okay, so that's it all nicely stirred in there for you. I'm just going to put the lid on and allow it to cook for just a few more minutes. That's the egusi soup in the making, vegan egusi soup, fully closed, and wait for the valve to click again. I'm going to prepare the veg now. I'm using the type of kale. Here is the vegetable which I'll be using. Actually left it in the freezer, so that's the name here. It's a type of kale leaf. It's one of my favorite kale leaf. It's 2 cups of the egusi. Okay, yeah, almost all of them. I like it quite enough vegetables, green vegetables in it, but that's the name once again. Okay, right, so it's clicking now again. Let's have a look. Whoa, look at that. So I'm just going to give it a stir. Whoa, and then add the vegetables to it. I like my eggs spicy. Right, so just give it a stir again, just like that, and put the lid on. I've actually used a smaller pot. I should have used my maybe 5 quarts. So I'm using the 3 quarts today, which is at the fat and not the starches. So I'm just going to put the lid on and allow this to cook for just the last 2 minutes, and this will be ready to serve. Meanwhile, over here I've got my corn and wheat flour, which I intend using to enjoy this. So I'm just still preparing it. I'll show you the final look, but this is wheat and corn flour. Okay. So here's the final look.